Hi guys, so I wanted to start off by talking about what chakras are and what ones that we will be focusing on for the purposes of this journal workshop. Some of you may be familiar with chakras, some of you may be brand new, and I mean, if you know anything and can add any information, feel free, because I mean, that's what this group is about, just coming together, helping heal each other, having an open community where we can just do that, right? So what are chakras? Well, the word chakra is an ancient Sanskrit word for a wheel of light. So we have these wheels of light within our body. It first appeared in Hindu texts around 3,000 years ago. Chakra healing has humbly made its way into half a dozen religions, philosophies, and other isms and other practices. And it's made its way into Eastern and some Western medicines. Western medicines like to put a lot of labels on emotional and Eastern and like chakra healing stuff that can be healed by just working our energy and moving it. So we all have these physical bodies and energetic bodies. Our energetic body is what surrounds us. So everything that is around us, we are all energy. Everything is energy. And the physical body is obviously us, our meat carts, our gracious things that we were blessed on this earth with, our meat carts. So the physical and the energetic bodies are connected to each other by spiraling energy centers. What are these wheels of light? And they should be ever flowing and these bright, bright colors. But the reality of it is a lot of our energy wheels, even mine, become stagnant and dark, and they don't function and don't move because we have these things in our environment that clog us up and we allow them to. Which we don't realize it sometimes, and we just gotta like start realizing what our triggers are. So let's see, I'm just reading off my screen so I can kind of stay tracked, so just have to find my place again. They're gathering places within the body, and these determine, all of our energy wheels determine where, how, and for what purposes our energy is flowing within our physical body and the energy that is around us. It dictates our health, happiness, and whether we are in harmony with our environment. Understanding our chakras can assist in improving our energy, which can bring us greater health, happiness, harmony, prosperity, love, wellness, protection, and comfort. Your chakras are also our doorway to the spiritual power and possibilities. Like we have this infinite possibility to connect with our higher self in our past lives, in our past, if you believe in all of that stuff, we have this opportunity where we can go within and meditate and connect to all these things and get answers to things, because our higher self already knows and our intuition already knows. We just have to trust it. So some traditions say that there's about 50 to 108 chakras within our bodies and within our little field. But for the purposes of this workshop, I want to focus on just the main 7 that are in our physical bodies. But it is worth mentioning that there are 2 in that connect us to our spirit world, which is our soul star chakra, and it connects us to like the spiritual world. And then we have an earth star chakra, which is just below our feet, that connect us to Mother Earth, and it's our connection to how we feel connected to this planet and this being and how grounded we are. So I think those are important because they're worth mentioning, because it kind of expands on our body, right? And it helps connect us to our intuition and have an understanding. But the main 7 that we're going to focus on is the root chakra, which is our root chakra at our tailbone, right at the bottom of the spine. And it is represented by red. and it is our security and our prosperity. Let's try and find my little book here. And it's our foundation. The second chakra that we're going to focus on is the sacral chakra, and that is just below the belly button. And that is our creativity, our spark, our ability to come up with ideas and be creative. The next chakra is the solar plexus, which is just above the belly button. And this is our will and our feelings and, you know, how we feel about things and how other people make us feel and how we process that feeling or don't process that feeling. Do we just kind of shove it down and just don't even, I'm just not even going to deal with that again and just like close it off? Or do we sit with it for a minute and like understand why it makes us mad and why it kind of like, or, you know, whatever the emotion may be, like what is the reason for it? Not just that you are feeling it, but what is the reason for it? And then it's our heart chakra. So our heart chakra can be represented by green and pink. And it's our center for self-love and expression and that ability to love ourselves fully, to be able to give that to somebody else and others around us, to be able to have an open heart, to be able to receive that love too. It's about giving and receiving that love. The next chakra is our throat chakra, and that is represented by blue, and it is our speech, how we talk to people, how we're able to communicate, or how we don't communicate. You know, and all of these govern different parts of our body too. The next one is the third eye. So the third eye is right in the middle of your forehead, and this governs your like intuition, your knowing. I had this cute little, I don't know where I put it, little saying, I don't know what book it was in, for the third eye. I was like, shoot. But it's our like intuition, being able to visualize things. Like you can say, okay, I'm going to visualize a star. Like when you close your eyes, can you visualize a star, or is it all black? Like what do you see? It's your intuition, your ability to connect. And then your crown chakra, which is on the top of your head. And this is our connection to our knowing, like to our higher selves, to the divine, our connection to just our complete being. So our like just a second. I really wanted to find that little quote and it's throwing me off because so it's our like in the enlightenment. So like when we get this sudden jolt of inspiration, or like you're doing something and you're like moving around and like you get inspired, and like that's what ignites kind of like your crown chakra. So those are the main 7 that we are going to be kind of working on and really go in detail with in this journal workshop, and I'm super excited. So if you want, I don't have the material in here. I wasn't planning on doing anything with the Earth Star Chakra or the Soul Star Chakra, but if you want information, I can do like a little, add those onto it. I think that would be really cool too. But it would be shorter than the main 7. So I mean, just an idea if that's something that you guys would be interested in. But yeah, so that's what the chakras are. And for the main thing, we're just going to kind of go into the next thing that we're going to do, kind of like a chakra self-check journey, so that now that you kind of have an idea of the 7, we can kind of focus on those areas of the body for the next exercise. So yeah, there you have it. Any questions, just ask. All right.